Coronavirus pandemic transforming the landscape of the sport. It was a window like no other. Every single club, even the richest in the world, had to count their pennies to ensure they can ensure their spending. In their expenditure, the fear of wasting millions on the wrong player has been more present than ever. But some clubs failed and some clubs passed, and here we're going to look at them by ranking every Premier League club from worst to best. Last, Burnley. Burnley's summer has been pretty poor. Backup goalkeeper Joe Hart has been swapped with backup goalkeeper Will Norris. They've signed Dale Stephens from Brighton, but Jeff Henrik has left on a free to join Newcastle. They're pointless in the league and have admitted the coronavirus pandemic really hurt their finances. Team Fulham. Fulham were accused of overspending last time they were in the Premier League and it resulted in relegation. They may have underspent this summer, with Harrison Reed for $6 million their biggest signing outlay. The loan signing of Ruben Loftus-Cheek could be class though, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do there. Number 18, Man United. Everyone knows United desperately need a centre-back, so they spend all summer chasing Jadon Sancho and get nowhere near a deal. They did purchase Donny van der Beek for $40 million while extending the loan deal for Odi Ighalo. The deadline day double sweep for Edison Cavani and Alex Telles reeked for desperation. The £15.4 million deal for Telles actually looked a very good deal, but Cavani has been free agent for months, so if United really wanted him, they would have snapped him off ages ago. Team West Ham. The West Ham owners must be glad they made a good start to the Premier League season on the pitch, because off it was very disappointed. They sold Grady Diangana, much to Mark Noble's disgust, but did manage to sign Thomas Soucek permanently for $15 million. They also added defender Kufal for $5.4 million. You'd expect more than that if you were a West Ham fan, however. Number 16, West Brom. West Brom are probably the middle ground between an acceptable and a bad window. You get the impression Slaven Bilic hasn't strengthened his ranks enough for West Brom to stay in the Prem, but they did sign Matthias Pereira on a permanent for $20 million while signing Diangana for $20 million, which looks very good, but is it enough? Number 15, Southampton. They lost captain Pierre-Emile Højbjerg and allowed Harrison Reed to join Fulham, but Ralph Hasenhuttl responded by the signing of Mohamed Sassalou, Carl Walker-Peters, Ibrahim Davino, and then there was an emotional return for Theo Walcott, which I'm sure will please fans. 14, Brighton. It was a relatively quiet summer for Brighton, but Adam Lallana on a free looks solid. So does Joe Veltman from Ajax for just £900,000. Keeping Ben White and fending off Leeds may be the best business they did. 13, Sheffield United. Chris Wilder had to replace the outgoing Dean Henderson and did so with Aaron Ramsdale for $18.5 million. Oliver Burke also arrived in a swap deal for Callum Robinson. They then broke their transfer record to buy Rhian Brewster for £23.5 million. Crazy money. Number 12, Wolves. They may have lost Diego Jota, but they spent a club record $35 million on Fabio Silva. They have also added defenders Marcel, Kai Hoover and Nelson Semedo, which is the class signing. And Nuno signed a new contract, which is absolutely massive for them. 11, Leicester. Timothy Castan always looks like a very good signing at $25 million, while Sengi Sonda on loan is a decent move. They've also slashed $32 million on Wesley Fofana, but they have lost Ben Chilwell. But hopefully, for Leicester fans, Timothy Castagna won't make that too much of an issue. Number 10, Crystal Palace. Abeli Eze for $20 million looks like he'll be a good signing in a long time, while Nathan Ferguson move from Liverpool is an astute move. They also snapped up Michy Batshuayi on another loan, and keeping Wilfred of Zaha came as a surprise for many Palace fans, but they'll be delighted he's still there. Number 9, Man City. Man City have spent in an attempt to close the gap to Liverpool with Nathan Ake, Ruben Dias and Ferran Torres coming through the door. The $21 million spent on Torres could prove to be an incredible bargain, while another $100 million was spent on defenders David Silva and Leroy Sane were notable departures, however. Leeds. Leeds haven't held back this window, with Helder Costa, Rafinha, Diego Llorente, Rodrigo and Ruben Koch their three main signings. Marcelo Bielsa has established a squad more than capable of staying in the Premier League, and we've already witnessed that so far. Well, it looked like it would be a quiet window at Anfield. That was until they announced the signing of Thiago and Diego Jota in the space of 24 hours. They also signed Kostas Tsitsipas. Perhaps they should have signed a backup goalkeeper and maybe another centre-half. But overall, it's still a pretty decent window for the Reds. Number 6, Arsenal. Arsenal have had a really good window, bringing in some high-name transfers such as Thomas Partey and Gabriel Magalhaes. They've also managed to sell some of their deadwood, such as Lucas Torreira. A window which saw Hassam Aouar coming in would have made it even better for the Gooners. 5, Tottenham. There's only one place to start, the return of Gareth Bale on loan, but it's not just Bale that got the Spurs fans exciting. Joining the Welshman in North London, Sergio Reguilon, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Joe Hart, Matt Doherty, Carlos Vinicius and Joe Rodon. A great summer for Tottenham. For Newcastle. Newcastle probably can't remember a transfer window quite as productive as this one. Jeff Hendrick and Ryan Fraser arriving on a free transfer, while Callum Wilson, 20 million, and Jamal Lewis, 15 million, have also arrived. Great business for them. 3, Chelsea. Where do we start? Kai Havertz for 71 million, Timo Werner for 48 million are the standout purchases. But there's also Hakim Ziyech, Ben Chilwell, Thiago Silva and Edouard Mendy. They did allow Pedro and William to leave on a free, but Frank Lampard has a severe headache when it comes to selecting the team. 2, Aston Villa. A combined 49 million on Matty Cash and Ollie Watkins is huge considering they have zero Premier League experience, but they've already proven their worth, especially Watkins, who scored a hat-trick against champions. Ross Barkley also showed talent during that famous win, while Bertrand Traore has competition. Martinez from Arsenal looks a great signing, but the best piece of business they did is keeping hold of Jack Grealish for 5 more years. 1, Everton. Everton win this transfer window for me. James Rodriguez might just be the best signing of the summer, where Alan and Abdoulaye Doucouré adds quality to the midfield. On transfer deadline day, they also swooped Ben Godfrey for initial £20 million, which is great business. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, leave me your thoughts in the comments down below. Remember to follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily football news, and subscribe to my other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.